Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Dockery. In my life, I have worn many hats and tasted many flavors. As I travel the world, I explore the finest cities in search for culture, history, and great food. Along the way, I get to meet today's most interesting celebrities, focusing on the positive side of life, allowing them to share their causes, charities, and what truly fascinates them. We cook and dine with some of the finest chefs of our time, preparing healthy and delicious meals in some of the hottest restaurants. Also, we showcase the latest, most creative, and hippest trends of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. I pursue my passion for health and fitness and acquire some of the most innovative wellness strategies. And now, I want to share this all with you. So come along on this amazing journey, and together, we will experience a world of health, beauty, and life. On today's show, we spend a day in the wonderful city of Seattle. From flying high above to going deep underground to the Space Needle and Pike Place Market, we cover it all while in the Emerald City. Then we taste one of Seattle's best at the Metropolitan Grill. With dry-aged steaks and open-fire grills, Metropolitan Grill is the place to be and be seen in Seattle. Next, we head to the tropical paradise of Maui, where we meet fashionista and designer Maggie Coulombe. Maggie opened her own boutique clothing store in the heart of Whalers Village, offering guests designs inspired by her Maui surroundings. But first, we head to the Emerald City of Seattle, Washington. Welcome to the Great Pacific Northwest, known for its crisp air, high-reaching mountains, and lush green landscapes. In this upper left corner of the nation, Seattle is truly one of the best places to experience such natural wonders, mixed with a bustling metropolitan area featuring great food, famous tourist attractions, and experiences you won't find anywhere else. So come along as we tour the shimmering Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. We started our day at Telecom Place Cafe, where Chef Bob Colbert created a gluten-free version of her famous and delicious Dutch babies. Today we're doing something special.
We are.
We're making Dutch babies, which I love, but we're making them gluten-free.
That's right.
Well, let's get started.
Okay.
After perfecting the right gluten-free batter, Chef Bach created 3 types of Dutch babies for us. The classic, served with a side of lemon and powdered sugar for toppings. Then we tried the sweet baby, which is created with peaches poached in a simple syrup, topped with sage sugar, and if you like, a little maple syrup. Last, we sampled my favorite and the oh-so-delicious savory baby, cooked to perfection with homemade chorizo, corn, and farm-fresh green peppers, topped with fresh parsley. And of course, I had to try it with a little bit of maple syrup, adding the perfect amount of savory and sweet. Delicious. You did a great job.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Bob. You're amazing. So there's hope, guys. We can have delicious gluten-free items, and I mean, it takes a little work. You gotta figure it out, and you can make these at home. And when you're in Seattle, and get some savory, sweet, delicious Dutch babies.
That's right.
Gluten-free or regular.
Gluten-free or regular.
Love it. After Telecom Place Cafe, it was time to learn how this great city came to be. So we headed to Mohi, short for the Museum of History and Industry, located on the shores of beautiful Lake Union. Mohi is respected nationally and treasured locally as a dynamic, innovative museum where historical exploration inspires people to create a better future for themselves and their communities. Filled with amazing artifacts, interactive exhibits, stories, and education, Mohi is an important asset to the city, and we discovered just how much this great area contributes to the success of our future. While visiting Mohi, you might see a few airplanes taking off and landing on Lake Union just beyond the museum walls. That's why our next stop is Kenmore Air. Flying since 1946, Kenmore Air has become the premier way to get around the Seattle area. Today, they're among the best known and most respected seaplane operations in the world, flying a vast array of aircrafts, landing passengers on glaciers, lakes, and harbors among the islands of the US and Canadian Northwest. They also offer breathtaking scenic flights of Seattle and the surrounding areas. So what better way to see the Emerald City than from high above in one of Kenmore Air's smooth-flying aircrafts. After flying high, our next stop takes us down, deep below the surface of Seattle with Bill Speidel's Seattle Underground Tour. The once booming town of Seattle was quickly destroyed and rebuilt. This time a little bit higher, leaving the original streets and storefronts still intact, but now underground. These leisurely walking tours take you below the sidewalks and streets of downtown Seattle as you roam the subterranean passages that were once the main roadways and first floor storefronts of the city. This historical and fascinating tour with a twist comes with stories that the city's pioneers might not want you to know, revealing the seedy underground that contributed greatly to the financial success of Seattle. Now, this tour is not all about the fluffy, beautiful things in Seattle. I mean, Bill Spiedel wanted to kind of get a little down and raunchy, huh?
He went for the lowest common denominator, and he dug up all the dirt, scandal, corruption, and vice on our founding and our founding fathers.
We've been up and down on our tour of this great city, and our next stop does a little both. Sitting on the edge of Elliott Bay is the Seattle Great Wheel. This marvel of engineering is a fantastic way to take in the coastline of Seattle and its skyline, high above at 175 feet. The Seattle Great Wheel is the largest observation wheel on the West Coast and has 42 enclosed gondolas that keep all of its visitors dry. So rain or shine, the wheel is always a fun ride. While on the Seattle Great Wheel, if you look north, you will see the famous iconic Pike Place Market, which just so happens to be our next destination. Pike Place Market opened in 1907 and has grown to be one of the largest and oldest public farmers markets in the United States. Attracting more than 10 million visitors per year, Pike Place Market is the tourist destination offering a wide variety of shopping experiences. Though the market was originally designed as a place for local farmers to come and sell their produce and other goods, Pike Place now offers everything from antiques to comic books, souvenirs to gourmet oils and spices. One of the most famous and most fun offerings of the market are the fishmongers of Pike Place Fish Market. These entertaining experts in all things fish are also quite the performers, pleasing their audiences daily with loud orders as well as their fish throwing and catching prowess. We met a couple of these world-famous mongers and got to speak with them about their passion for all things fish, and for making sure that everyone who visits the market has a memorable experience.
Now, what is it that you do here, in a nutshell?
We hang out with people, we sell the best fish we can, we have fun.
Freshest, best?
Yeah.
So now, how does it come in daily? Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, every day we get a lot of fish.
A lot of fish, all different types, so you never know what you're going to get.
No.
Now, this is salmon over here, and you got a lot of crazy people working here.
Beautiful wild king. Oh, look at that. It's missing an eyeball.
Oh, damn it.
It's a nice
so now you throw these suckers, right?
We do, yeah.
That's part of what you do?
Yeah.
Now, is one of you pitching and one of you catching, or how does that work out?
Sure, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You want to catch a halibut? Sure, yeah.
You want to do a halibut? So you got to throw one over there?
Yeah.
All right, get on over there and we're going to do it. So this is a halibut here with the head cut off, obviously.
Big Alaskan halibut.
Looking good.
Yeah,
Looking good. How much does that weigh?
This is probably about 15 pounds.
15 pounds?
And this came in from Alaska this morning. So.
You want me to go over there? You throw it over my head?
You got it.
All right.
Don't mess your hair up.
All right. I'm going to get this over. So it's like right here, right?
You got it.
Halibut filleter! Halibut filleter!
Nice catch.
Well, hey, my hair's still all right. Do I look beautiful? No problem. Now they're going to fillet that sucker.
Like we mentioned earlier, there is a lot to see while at Pike Place Market. Multiple levels of shopping are available, from fine dining to getting the perfect gift for a loved one to remember your travels. One thing is for sure, Pike Place Market is still the place to come for the freshest fruits and vegetables, offering row after row of fresh, hand-picked deliciousness in every direction you look. It's hard to even know where to begin, so we suggest spending some time exploring this one-of-a-kind market found only in Seattle.
And now we're getting ready to take off, and in Pike's Place Market, right?
Yep.
Pike's Place. That's a mouthful,
Hard to
isn't it?
say, yeah.
Yeah, but this is the place where it all happens. Throwing fish.
Magic happens.
Right.
This is where
That's what you
magic
do.
happens.
The magic happens right here. So remember
Feed
that.
the people.
And until next time, just remember to
Enjoy!
Stick around, there's still more to come from Seattle. We're back in Seattle, Washington. The city of Seattle is internationally recognized by its one-of-a-kind skyline and the iconic Space Needle soaring high above. At 520 feet, the Space Needle's observation deck is a perfect place to see all this great city offers from every angle. From the bustling city below to the distant mountain ranges, including Mount Rainier, to Elliott Bay, and more. Inside, you will find interactive exhibits showcasing interesting facts about the Space Needle and how this iconic structure came to be. And don't forget, on your way out, to grab a souvenir from the Space Needle's gift shop. This expansive shop encompasses the entire base floor of the Space Needle. From one-of-a-kind souvenirs and trinkets to Space Needle fudge, you will definitely want to grab a keepsake to remember your time at the Space Needle. At the foot of the Space Needle is the Seattle Center. Once the grounds of the 1962 World's Fair, Seattle Center is now the home to some of Seattle's most unique offerings, including EMP. Founded in 2000 as the brainchild of Paul Allen, Microsoft's co-founder, EMP is a nonprofit museum designed by famed architect Frank Gehry. With exhibits covering past legends like Jimi Hendrix and Nirvana, to interactive galleries with instruments available to play, to exposés on horror and sci-fi movies, EMP is a destination for everything pop culture. Another great offering of Seattle Center is the Chihuly Garden and Glass. Dale Chihuly has been experimenting and creating masterful art installations with glass for several decades, creating designs all over the world and featured in over 200 museums. Invited by the Wright family to exhibit his work at the Seattle Center, Chihuly and his team went to work on repurposing a 1.5-acre area. Drawing inspirations from two of Chihuly's favorite buildings, Sainte-Chapelle in Paris and the Crystal Palace in London, the Glass House, as it's called, is the center and most awe-inspiring portion of the exhibit. Adorned by one of Chihuly's largest suspended sculptures stretching over 100 feet and covering 4,500 square feet, the Glass House is beautiful in the daylight and, at night, comes alive, lit to perfection. One of the best views at night of Chihuly Garden and Glass is from high above in the Space Needle, which also offers one of Seattle's greatest culinary lights at the Sky City restaurant. Here you can experience the freshest seafood taken right from the Puget Sound area, prepared by Chef Jeff Maxfield, all while sitting 500 feet above the city in a panoramic rotating dining room for your dining and viewing pleasure. Every visit to Sky City Restaurant includes a free trip to the observation deck, so after dinner, take the short elevator ride up and take in the Emerald City in all its glory. It's the perfect ending to any evening and the perfect place to end our day in Seattle. Hopefully you've enjoyed our tour of the Emerald City and will consider visiting this jewel of the Pacific Northwest. So until next time, just remember to enjoy. Up next, steaks aged to perfection at the Met. Welcome back to the Metropolitan Grill. The moment you step inside the Metropolitan Grill, you know you have entered into a classic steakhouse. The Metropolitan Grill, or the Met, immediately makes you feel like you're transported to an era rich in tradition, where brass and mahogany adorn the walls, knowledgeable waiters assist you in choosing the perfect cut of prime beef, and your wine sommelier selects the most delicate vino that properly accompanies your dinner. The Met is the steakhouse in Seattle, attracting the who's who of celebrities, sports stars, and tech behemoths, and they all come for the same reason: quality. One thing we had talked about a little earlier is the quality of the beef here. Can you walk us through a little bit of the differences in your meat and the quality of your produce?
Yeah, we do a lot of research and homework on just what was going to make the best beef program in the country, what we felt was the best beef program in the country, and we ended up with Snake River Farms and Washington Beef. Every aspect of the feeding, the animal care, they work with Temple Grandin. It's a phenomenal program. So we start with that, and then we have our own dry age room, which is very important. Each steak is dry aged. So important. Yeah, you remove some of that moisture to get that real intense beef flavor. And then the cutting specs are very, very strict. Probably the strictest in the country, I would think, or very, very close. Wow. So you just know that you're getting a really quality steak when it hits the plate.
Absolutely, and then you have your own proprietary seasoning as well.
We do. It's called E3. It is the third version of that. Our original corporate chef came up with that seasoning, and it's just stuck around it. It's great steak seasoning.
And also you probably have specific grilling techniques that you use.
We do. We use mesquite. For each steak we use different heat. some of the larger cuts with more marbling. We use more heat at the beginning and then take it down. A fillet, we'll use a medium heat on it all the way through. So there's different techniques
And
for
different
sure.
levels of char as well.
Correct.
So let's talk a little bit about your produce program.
We have a great local company that we use, Charlie's Produce. It's the best quality when you get it from, you know, that little area right by your store. It's not in a truck for a long time. It stays fresher.
And obviously you have a great wine pairing. That's a big part of what you do.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, we have a master sommelier here. We have a phenomenal wine program, over the top.
Well, I guess your good old buddy Blake, one of the servers here, is going to bring out our steak. Oh my gosh. That is a big plate, by the way.
It is a big plate.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so what do you have here?
Well, this is the long bone. This is an American Wagyu ribeye, cut in-house.
Okay.
And this is some asparagus that we just do with a real simple brown butter, almonds, and citrus on there. And
Sounds
this is
delicious.
our poblano scallop potatoes.
This is not fair, is it? You gonna eat some? You gonna help me out here?
I'll help you.
This is the best part, huh? Oh my god. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. I didn't even need the knife.
Barely need
probably.
that knife.
Oh my gosh. Here's a nice piece for you. Your favorite part, right on the cap there.
Right on the cap, yeah.
There you go. I'll take right next to it. Oh my goodness. And I can smell it already. It smells delicious. This is incredible. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Melts in your mouth, literally.
Yep.
That's a great steak.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, now I'm gonna try some of the potatoes. A little bit of potato. You go ahead on the other side there. Now it's potatoes with poblano chilies, right?
Correct.
Just making sure. Oh, the sides are as good as the meat.
It's just simple. Let the ingredients stand for themselves.
And of course, we each have a little asparagus here. These are perfectly cooked. I can taste a little citrus.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Wow, impressive, to say the least. Start with good meat, age it right, start with fresh vegetables, and have just simple things like potatoes with something good with them. You can't beat it, can you?
Nope, simple. Just let the ingredients stand for themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely, just like this restaurant does, it stands for itself. And being that this is such a popular place, when people come here, they need to make reservations in advance.
They do. At least a week. We suggest at least a week out, just so you can make sure you get the table.
Well, thanks so much.
Hey,
I
thank you.
appreciate it. And my tummy's happy right now. And I'm gonna, as we get off here, I'm gonna finish the steak up if you don't mind. And thank you so much for being here. And until next time, just remember to enjoy. Up next, Maui designer Maggie Coulombe. We're back with Hawaiian fashions from Maggie Coulombe. Step inside the Maggie Coulombe store in Maui, and you're instantly transported to a world of inspiration and design. Maggie Coulombe created her eclectic design boutique in 2000 and has been gracing the catwalks of New York, Paris, and more ever since. She has dressed celebrities on and off the red carpet, including Paris Hilton, Halle Berry, and Terry Hatcher. We had the opportunity to meet with the rambunctious and full of energy Maggie Coulombe to talk to her about her designs, drive, and influence on the fashion world. Now, are you originally from Hawaii?
No, I'm
Okay.
from Toronto.
Toronto.
Canadian, yes.
So how'd you get over here?
Came on vacation and got married on vacation.
Okay, and you got married here?
I got married here before I left in 2 weeks, and I came back.
And you came back?
And I stayed since
And you've been here ever
95.
since?
Since 95, yeah.
So what about the designing bug?
So it started because I was in film and television in Toronto, but when I
Okay.
came here, there was no film and television here. So I thought, what am I going to do? I had my sewing machine and my car, and I said, well, I have to start a business, so I opened up an alteration shop.
Wow.
Yeah, and I thought, well, now it's time to start a line. Because by then I had built up a clientele with Chanel.
Oh.
Yeah, so they wanted resort wear. So I started making my own things.
Well, you know, we did a little something with you for our Get the Look piece that we do in our magazine.
Right, I
And
sent you
right off the
pieces.
bat, when they saw the pieces, the girls, they were like, "Are you kidding me? This is amazing!"
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and
that's
you,
good to
you
hear.
do like the body, you do like the sex appeal and all that. Tell us about
Right.
your concept with design.
You know, you want to show sex appeal, but you know, you want to be classy.
And you've done some celebrities. You've done some.
Yeah,
some
we
red carpet
have.
stuff.
Because,
Talk about that a little.
Well, being in Hawaii, you know, a lot of the celebrities do come here. I did a couple of stints at the Grammys every year. It was
Who are
really,
some of your favorite people that wore your clothes?
Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's really, you know, lively. Angela Bassett.
Oh, she's great. Huh?
Yeah, just great. Fergie wrote me a letter.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, just great women.
So now people come in here, and this is your only location, right?
Yes, because I live here.
Okay.
And I sew every piece, so it's not something that I can mass produce. It's
Right.
really a passion.
And then people buy your stuff internationally. We were talking about that a little earlier.
Usually it's through our webcam. They'll call and say, Maggie, I'm going to, you know, so we'll take the webcam and show them the dress and show them the colors. So I'll go back and cut it and come back and show it on the mannequin. I'll take it and I'll FedEx it out that day. Sort of like film and television.
That's what I call service.
It's what I love to do. I
Sure.
love someone to challenge me and say, you know what, we need something for this event, and I get it done.
Well, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best
My
way?
website is there, and the email there is my direct email. So they can email me.
What is
it's
it?
info@maggiecoulombe.com.
And how do you spell your last name?
Coulombe.
L-O-M-B. See the B.
It's a French, yeah.
And then you'll get on it.
I'll get on it right
Custom
away.
service right with you.
Right away.
Blowing their minds.
I love that.
Making them
more
look
than,
sexy.
Yeah. They
Any
just
size
tell me.
girls, you can make it work.
Anybody. Their only limitation is themselves. So challenge me, yes.
Hear that, folks? Challenge her. She loves the challenge.
I love
And she'll make you look gorgeous.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you, this lady, she is something special. Her energy, if you get a chance, you got to get out of her. I'm telling you, they don't know. Well, thanks so much. I heard you're a hugger.
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Oh, awesome. Thanks so much. You're the best. And thank you so much for being here with us. And until next time, just remember to
Enjoy.
Okay, welcome back. Thanks to all of our guests on this week's show and to our travel partners, Alaskan Airlines, the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa, and Island Air. And until next time, just remember to enjoy.